Alright fam, what's happening, what's happening, what's happening? Welcome back to this beautiful, beautiful green. I want to say red, or I want to say mixed day. What on earth is actually happening? That's the question, and I do believe that within 24 hours we are going to get a major direction for the market. Whether it is down or up, we're going to discuss the possibilities. If you're here, check in. I'm going to read the comments. I want to do this a little bit of a back and forth as we usually do. So I'm going to run through some of the most important stuff for today. Then we're going to do some trades. We're going to look at the trades that you want as well, and then we're just going to circle back to a little bit of a Q&A at the end. If you're rewatching, there are timestamps in the description. And if you're here and you don't know who I am, my name is Fefe, the G. In short. Okay, let's go. So, number one, very important thing is that we do have this redness in the market. And you might be thinking, Fefe, it's not even that red and, you know, everything looks fine. Except that if you look at the week, except that if you look at the month, it's not that good. It's not looking that good, bruv. And I don't, if you follow my content, I have tweeted this on October 18th. And I said that the bull market is over, and then we've been back and forth and on and off on what does the bull market actually mean. And I do believe that this correction that is happening is exactly what I described here. And I said that we are going to bleed further. There is a possibility that we're going to start nuking down. But in general, I do believe that we are going to get a retrace as low as we can. And once we see a confirmation, meaning a 4-hour high, we are going to start pushing into new all-time highs. Now, there's less and less possibility for new all-time highs. But I want to say one thing. Everyone called me an idiot, and everybody hated on me for calling a 30, 40, 50, 60% correction. Can apologize now. This is the time to actually do it. Thank you so much for this matter. And today I got long. Or yesterday, actually, I got long. And I'm going to exactly tell you why that is and how that works. So these are my long positions open. Yes, they are down, but they are not that much down. And if you have been here around, I drop these daily updates, 5 to 10 minute shortened of the show. Here in the show I do much more, go into the details, but if you want just a short update on the market, it is the 𝗙𝗏𝗡 Club. There's a link in the description. On top of the description, you're able to see these. I drop these every single day, very similar than this, but in a 5 to 10 minute format, and then you can just get it for the day. And of course, if you want more in depth, you want Q&A, you can come here as well. So very, very important thing, NVIDIA earning today. Is everybody here in the chat? Cuz is the chat working?
Yes.
Is everybody here? Let this chat rolling a little bit. So I see that you guys are here. Let's like the show as well. So I see that you guys are here. Is Casper screwed completely? Why always the trash music? Well, I don't know. We can change it. We are not oversold. That's on them. 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙 is still bullish. We get it. My God. Yes, GM. Hey, yeah. Red has to apologize. Yeah, it will never happen, but it's fine. GM. Okay, cool. So let's jump in here. So very important, there is NVIDIA earnings happening today. You might be wondering, why do I care? Why does crypto at all care? Why does the market at all care? And why everybody's paying attention here? And it's not because of this ad, but because of this. So the S&P 500 is the 500 most valuable companies in the United States. And on top of that list is NVIDIA with 7.47%. That means that the entire S&P, as the index that people are trading, the most looked at index when it comes to the stock market, 7.5% of that is actually based on the performance of NVIDIA. That means if there is just the slightest miss to NVIDIA's quarterly earnings, I do think that we can have a major capitulation on the market. And the reason is because there's already a lot of conversation about whether this is an AI bubble or not, whether NVIDIA can sustain. And I even had a tweet not so long ago. I said, 5 trillion valuation is absolutely unheard of. Like, these are the things that I believe when the market crash comes, are we going to look back and be like, holy shit, like, is this really what we had? $5 trillion and we still bought? But the bubble can go, you know, the markets can stay irrational longer than you can get solvent. So on that principle, I do genuinely hope that they are going to beat the quarterly earnings. That is what Polymarket is pricing in as well. Yes, it's not a huge market at 250,000 volume, but still there's 250,000 volume betting at 89% probability for a beat on the quarterly earnings of NVIDIA. And why this could potentially actually define the bottom as well is because if there is one more thing that's coming today actually, but if the beat is good, if the earnings are good and there is a beat, that means that the music is still playing, the fat lady is still dancing, and there's still room for this to expand at least into the next quarter. That puts the big risk that we've been waiting for when it comes to earnings into the bag and be like, okay, now we're good for the next quarter. We can just still play hot potato until we have a major miss, and then that's a new discussion. So if the earnings come in great, I do think we're gonna rally. I'm gonna drive into the technicals as well, but in general, that's what I have to look out for. It's gonna be off the market close today. We have to look out for the earnings. If the earnings are good and it is a beat, meaning they made more than they predicted, I think it's gonna be very, very good for the market. We're gonna bounce hard. We're gonna bounce back to the 3.4 trillion-ish region around here. And if it is a miss, I do think that we're gonna go lower. I don't think it's gonna be like a major capitulation event, depending on what the stock market does, but we can really go lower. So that said, there is one more spiciness in this, and that is that we do have the FOMC minutes coming in at 8 o'clock. Now, the FOMC minutes are not an FOMC meeting, but it is the summary of the minutes from the FOMC meeting. And because the Fed has not been this divided for so long, we'll get insights on how the Fed is actually thinking about rate cuts, policy, and whatnot, considering the fact that everybody's expecting a December rate cut. Actually, I haven't really checked. What is the Fed. It's Fed now. No, here we go. So I haven't really seen the. Let me just check this. I want to see what is the name of the site that you check the. Isn't it FedWatch? Where you can check FedWatch, exactly, CMA Group. So I haven't seen the probability lately. Let me check what the probability is. But I would assume it's like, oh, son, it's down to 50%, bruv. It's down to 50% probability for a rate cut. Oh, okay, amazing. It's gonna be an exciting Christmas. Sitting there with the family and people asking, how are your coins, son? Are you a millionaire yet? It's gonna be very, very exciting, especially if the Fed doesn't come. We knew, bro, if the Fed doesn't come, cut, and Nvidia misses today, 80,000 Bitcoin. I'm telling you now. Okay, anyway, so that's a little bit of spiciness today. We're going to have a little bit of a more outlook for what the Fed is actually want and how do they navigate the market and what are they looking at. So the best thing to do is actually not to trade. But the title of the show is that it's crucial 24 hours, and the next 24 hours is going to, it's like, my nose is like, what happened here? Was that always like this? Okay, I don't know. My nose is like if I just did coke. I don't know, it's like itching so much, but I didn't. So anyway, so if you look at this, okay, it wasn't. Okay, just made it back. Multiple things. One is that on this update, again, if you're not subscribed to the, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull up the 100S Club counter. And we're going to see how many subscribers we had in the 100S Club. Cause, can you please pin this? Just make sure that you actually pin this. Let me just go in here. Channel Analytics. Let's go live count. Here we go. So this is the 100S Club. You should be seeing this on the bottom of the description and in the pinned comments. So if you go down here, you will have it here pinned as well on the top. Cuz, where is it, cuz? I don't see it, cuz. It's not pinned, bruv.
It is.
It's not. Oh, it's not pinned, bruv. Anyway, and you're going to see it here on the bottom as well. Subscribe to Fast Trading Channel. So you click there, and we have to get up to like 33,060 to, I don't know, to continue the show. Until then, cuz, what do you think about the market? What do you think about the market? Until you guys just follow the 100x Club, I'm gonna look at the chat here. So it's saying crypto traders bearish, time for Valhalla. John, my ears lol. Fefe, our savior. Oh. Dave Murphy, oh, Fefe, can you show us 50-minute local low in chart? Yes, we'll do. I was listening to Eminem today. Weird. Oh, so good. Good Eminem. 33,060 is the order block. Exactly, but it's not moving. I think everybody who is here already subscribed, which is actually very, very good news. Not even one extra subscriber. That means that everybody who is here live now, 400 people, is already subscribed, which is amazing. Okay, so that said, I can continue the show with good conscience. Couple of things. In this update here on the 100x Club, I explained to you that I believe that the bottom is in. And one of the reasons why I do believe the bottom is in is because, one, we're down on the weekly OB. So if you look at this, this is a weekly level, like a very important level where we need to have at least a dead cat bounce up here to the 3.68. But otherwise, if you go down to the hourly chart, you see a very clear market structure shift here, okay? This is a very beautiful market structure shift here. V-shape recovery market structure shift. This is basically just a 50% retrace on that. And now the next obvious step, especially with this built-up liquidity, is to come all the way up here. Like that's just what I think should happen. So the only thing that can sabotage this is the NVIDIA earnings or the FOMC minutes. I don't believe that will be that relevant, but either of these things could potentially sabotage this. But otherwise, this is what I am looking for. Now, the first step for that to happen is obviously we need to close above here at the 3.14 trillion. So once that happens, I hope it happens before New York Open. If that happens, that would be phenomenal. If it doesn't happen, well, unfortunately, it can just be a rejection and we can continue our way lower. We'll see how that plays out, but we have to look out for... I would expect a pretty flat market before NVIDIA. I would expect a pop and then a little bit of like a dying down, unless the beat is like insane and people know about it and they're going to front run the market. But in general, I would expect like a normal... sort of say lazy market here, a close above there, and then a potential push. That would be substantial. We're looking at a 7-8% push in total market cap. All of the trades that I took. Oh, by the way, all of these are actually in the community. Like I shared all these trades in the community with exit entries and whatnot. So if you're not in the community, go and join in. There's gonna be a link in the description to this as well, because it's going to pin it. It's free. You can join in and see what's going on. Right, so this is my general sentiment. I wanted to tell you a couple of things. One of the most important things is that when the market comes back up, a lot of people are going to start trading. And one of the coolest things that you can do, in my opinion, is to actually try Gravity. And I mean it. So Gravity is a decentralized perp dex, just like Hyperliquid. They are the only and the main perp dex on ZK Sync, which is an Ethereum layer 2. They are bringing a zero knowledge proof environment, a complete different approach to how layer 2s has been working to make Ethereum faster, cheaper, whatever. So incredible as the layer 2 as well. But as the DEX, the cool part about it, and I can't even believe that this is true. They are partners on the channel. But every partner that I've onboarded, I say, you know, you need to give something to the community. So what they said, well, you know, here's the thing. If you trade on Gravity, you're not only working for the points and airdrops you're gonna get. It's like Hyperliquid was the largest airdrop. We've seen how Astro airdrop went. So this is obviously a next narrative and could be interesting for anybody. But you actually get money to trade. Not like a prop firm, but they give you, if you use maker fees, meaning you use limit orders, it's not only they cost you nothing to trade, but it actually, they give you minus 0.01% maker fee. So if you trade on the exchange, they give you money in fees. You're not paying fees, they pay you fees, so you trade on the platform. It's actually genius. It's obviously an incentive program. It's gonna go away. There's a link in the description. I do recommend, not financial advice, that you try it until these things actually last. So not only that, you can actually have your margin. You can lock your margin, have yield, and still actually trade with that and use as collateral. Which is again something that I think they have to take this away at some point, because it's just insane. Like I don't understand how it is even possible. But it is what it is now, and I do think that you should take advantage of it. Obviously, as I said, they do have all the season 2 airdrop running as well. You get points for the trading, deposit your account, investing in Gravity strategies. They have these different trading strategies. You can invite friends. You can do liquidations. Liquidations. We need to look at what that means. Let me just go there here. Earn points even if your position is liquidated. Okay, so you're gonna earn even if you get it. Hopefully you're not gonna get liquidated, especially not if you're looking at this show. But you're gonna get points as well. So anyway, go ahead and check them out because it's going to pin them up here, and it is going to be in the description as well. Someone saying Gravity is clunky. So I tried it. I'll tell you my honest opinion. I think Gravity is great for what it is. One, Hyperliquid was shit. Like it was shit. And you started trading on it. They made a lot of improvements and they became one of the largest, or the largest perpetual DEX. Not only that, heard people who are not my friends, but my friends' friends. Like I actually have relations to them who made from $5,000 millions of dollars, $2 million plus just by trading on a clunky exchange. So the reason why this is cool, if you're trading anyway, just put a few $100s in here and trade on there. Get paid in fees to actually trade and earn points. Cost you nothing. I think it's a great idea to do. Second thing I wanted to say. So going back to trading, I do believe this is gonna be one of the crucial points in the market. If you look at the weekly chart, if we do not bounce here, and I mean it, if we do not bounce here, and I mean it doesn't have to bounce now, but it has to bounce from here, okay? If we don't bounce from this level and we lose this 2.96 trillion, I think this is gonna be devastation at its finest, going down to 2.6-ish trillion. 10 to 15% drop is a no-brainer. It's not like maybe and how. It is going to happen. So I think it is crucial for the market to bounce here. And if we don't, I am going to full short everything, even though we didn't have a retrace. And then potentially what I've explained on the 18th of October is going to get invalidated. And most likely the bounce is going to be coming from the absolute bottom. But we're going to look at it when it comes. I also explained this much more in depth on the 100x Club. So you can go and check these daily updates as well. And now it is time for me. I have to blow my nose. And while I'm blowing my nose, you can get liquidation, something I'm actually good at. So saying my 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 was disappointing. I think it was great. The weekly, that's right. So saying ING looks incredible. Let's look at some charts. Should we look at ING? Cuz, what do you say? Cuz is like, you lost way too much money on ING, hey? This was a multi-cycle for me. ING was a multi-cycle. Was a multi-cycle, and it's down 55% since September. And it was so multi-cycle that in 2024 it's down 88% since then. So it was a great multi-cycle dish. Anyway, so someone saying ING is incredible. Yeah, it looks good. It actually does look great. It does look great. So if we have a close above here at 6.9, a lot of tokens look actually very good. This could bounce all the way at 40%. This looks very, very good. This looks very, very, very good. What's good, Fefe? What's good? What's good? So, folks, what about folks? Guys, I can't tell you more than this. You know, there are some things. I go to a conference, I talk to people, you know, and I hear some things. And I just heard this. I just heard. If you don't know what it is, if anybody's wondering what you know, you're not in the community or whatever, wondering about folks, like, go and check this out. I made a post. This is actually one of the last posts. So go and check this out. Link is gonna be in the description. You gotta join the community to know this office. So. Fefe the best. You are the best. DYDX. Fefe, my man. What's happening? What's happening? Shit. What's happening? 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 surprising to me that people still talk about shit like this after this carnage, you know? Like, imagine someone waking up in the morning, cuz, and saying like, I want to invest in DYDX. Anyway, I mean, DYDX didn't really recover this 10th of October dump. When I say didn't really recover, I mean, it's down 55% since October 10th, which is like a month. I don't know what, I mean, it looks good on the chart. So I mean, it does look good on the chart. I'm not saying it's not. $32.32. It comes back. If it makes a higher high, you could take this as a trade. Every chart looks pretty good. You just need the I think if the Nvidia earnings are out and the FOMC minutes doesn't have anything crazy in it, I think we rally. Like I think most of the tokens gonna go 20-30%. This is why I'm heavy long. Like I'm much heavier long than I wanna be. All of these trades and exits and all that I gave it into the community. But I do like this is great. Like I think if you look at, for example, Binance blockchain week happening next week, like if we start taking off here on Binance or BNB, I see this thing going to like 1,013. And yes, it is a little bit of a risk curve here, but if I look at this and I go 1,013, it's like 27 grand. I would be pretty happy with that. So yeah, so I'm just gonna ride this up. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. Let me see what else do we have here. What is probability that we dump? 50-50. You know, 50-50. Maybe or maybe not. 50-50. So I also wanted to tell you, I know a lot of you actually like trading and a lot of you actually like these free airdrops. So I'm going to give you one more. So there is DYDX. I invested in DYDX. They have the home token and it's pretty simple because what you can do is now they have, I don't understand this, but it's fine. $1 million in prizes. Top 500 traders win. You literally just got to go. So DYDX itself is like an app that is like a phantom, but for everyone on that doesn't really understand crypto, necessarily understand crypto, everything app. So it's an everything wallet app. They take off, which I think they have a very good potential at doing. It will be a huge project. And anyway, so what they do now is that they have $1 million in prize pool. You can look them up, and they have their whole. Let me just bring their whole blog up. They have this thing, and you're able to trade on their platform on their wallet. And if you perp trade on there, it's integrated with Hyperliquid. You are earning points, and the top P&L, the top or profits, the top P&L is going to walk away with $200,000 in home token. $200,000. Top 500 traders share the full 1 million prize pool. 30% of rewards are liquid. 70% are locked for 3 to 6 months. Incredible. Again, another thing where you can just simply go on there, trade and gain the rewards. You already got 2 on this show, so which is pretty amazing. Okay, what else do we have? Fefe the Goat. Someone say 9 breaker. I see test. It's good. When the Nvidia earnings will be released, it's gonna be off to the. It's gonna be off to the bell. So it's gonna be off the market close. What about AERO? So AERO is great. I mean, if you look at this, let me just bring this up. So in AERO, in general, what I want to say on AERO is that Base is going to. So Base actually updated. Look at this. So I want to show you this. So Coinbase updated. I don't know if this is what it is. So I don't want to spread like all this misinformation and whatever and FOMO. But December 17th. So Coinbase actually made a post. They said we updated our bio. It says here, updated our bio, right here. And then their bio says December 17th. I would eat my hat if this was not a major announcement, right? So if you're thinking if this is a major announcement, what the announcement might be, the reason why I'm actually bullish on AERO, which is like AERO, which is like the leading DEX on Base, is because if this announcement is anything cool, there is no way AERO doesn't pump. There's just no way. And this thing pumped like 57% at the beginning of November, 66%. So I would not be surprised if this pulls like 100% from these lows. But again, the market conditions are so shit. I would not start buying this now. I would just wait for confirmation, wait for the earnings, and then this could be one of the trades. I took them with the bot. I have a bot running on them, so that's what I think. What about DOT? It's not even worth looking at. Tau. Let's look at Tau. Tayo. I mean, this is also, look at this, like it is incredible. Like if you consider the fact that it comes down here, this recovered the whole 10th of October thing, the strength on this thing. Actually, I'm gonna open up a Tau long, to be honest. I'm gonna open up a Tau long before the earnings. Such a stupid thing to do, by the way. Yeah. Yet there is a close below here because this is not the new recent low. There was no close below. There is a close below from here. Retrace. Yeah, I am going to open up a Tau long. I think it's a good idea. Again, very risky before the whole earnings thing, but built up liquidity. I mean, this is a trade that I think is worth taking. It's a 5% stop loss. So the way I'm going to execute that is super simple. I'm going to go into Tau here. I'm going to go on to market execution. 10x, I'm going to lose 50% of the position. I'm willing to risk like 2K on this. So I'm going to put like maybe let's say 5K. It's going to be a 2.7-ish stop loss. It's fine. I'm going to put this on. I am going to bring up the stop loss button. Let me see what that would be. Stop loss is 306, 2.7. I'm very good at math. So I took this position as well. Super simple put. One of the reasons is because you do have a close below here. So if you look at this level here, this was the recent low, right? The lowest low. These levels were just liquidity sweeps. This did not close below. That doesn't quantify for a new market structure break, meaning a new low. This is like, this was the low, this was the high, and then this caused basically the actual close below on the level. So I would consider that as a strong level, and then you have a clear break above there. Now again, I know that it is a little bit more risky because there is earnings happening today, which is super relevant, and the market depends on it. But I do think I like my odds here. Market structure shift, 50% retrace done into the OB. Let's see if we have anything on the lower time frame. There is even a 5-minute market structure shift here. Look at this beautiful 5-minute market structure shift from the hourly OB. Retrace on there. Bam! This is what I am looking for, and then we'll see how it goes. But I did take this trade. Also wanted to tell you one more thing, which is pretty amazing. Like, a lot of people will be wondering if the market goes lower even more. But I spent some time on Creator Campus, which was absolutely incredible, and I talked to a lot of people. And one of the biggest things was, how do you actually make sure that you're not going to take your money to the exchange? We talked a lot about FTX, we talked about SBF, and how you can actually spot the great exchanges. And I just want to reiterate what I always say. I'm extremely happy and grateful to work with OKX, because they are not only extremely regulated in a good way. Yes, you need to do KYC. If you do anything on OKX, you have to do KYC. Why? Because this allows them to have all the licenses, whether you're in Europe, any country in Europe, whether you are overseas, whether you're in the States, all across the board. So they have incredible products, whether you hold your token, trade your tokens, stake your tokens. They do have the Web3 wallet, which is you can use it from your mobile phone. You can just simply swap to Web3. Anyway, go and check them out. There is a link in the description. I can stand behind OKX fully. Obviously, they're a title sponsor from McLaren as well, which is amazing. But big shout out to OKX. If you want a reliable licensed exchange, whether for your company or for yourself, there's a link in the description. OKX is definitely one for me, at least. And then obviously you have to do your own research. Okay, what else do we have? Stark is amazing. Happy. That's why you're the best. Thank you. Cuz has pinned the OKX thing here. That's amazing. Pump or pimp? I haven't looked at pump for a long time now. Let's look at pump here. Let's look at pump here. Ah, this is also, look at this, like, with their flywheel and whatever. Pump's at 3-0, huh? Such a dump. It's not looking good on the hourly. Looks pretty decent on the 15-minute. Not something I want to trade, to be honest. Hype. So I had a hype long. I got stopped on it. Yeah, I don't like this. Like, I just don't like this liquidity. Yeah, this, fuck no. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen with this, but I would not be surprised to see $30 hype. I got stopped. I thought this was gonna hold. It didn't. So we'll see how it goes. But ultimately, yeah, I would wait with hype. I would wait with hype for now. I don't like the liquidity. Sol, please. Let's do Sol. I mean, Sol looks decent, but I need a recovery here. Recovery here. Look at this. I got stopped here on Sol. Can you imagine this? I got stopped here because 133. Recovery here. I want to see recovery. You come to crypto, think it's good, then you look, get stopped here. Market go 4%. Why you need this in your life? I need to see recovery. Until recovery no come, no trade. Ton. I had some great discussions with Ton on the Creator Campus. Guys, I just can't be bearish on Ton. That's the honest truth. Do I like this chart? No, I hate the chart. I think it looks fucking horrible. But do I think this can be one of the best projects in 2026? Yes. Why? And I do have Spot, but I'm trying to make a deal with them. I'm trying to actually get a great a deal for the community with Ton. We'll see where it goes. But they have 1 billion users. They project to have 1.5 billion by 2030. They just need to convert these users to Ton as the chain and make the chain actually working, not as it was previously when it launched. So I'm very bullish on TON. We'll see how it goes again. It's a completely one of those that I always say, you know, I just put money in it and I forget it because multi-cycle. This is a proper multi-cycle here. But I do believe TON has a great potential to actually live up to expectations and go hundreds of percentages. I genuinely, truly believe that, but we have to see. Long squeeze on Sol is out of this world. What is that accent? What is that accent? I don't know. You don't know this guy. Why you need crypto in your life? Let me just search. It's an Indian guy. Indian guy in crypto. That's what I searched. I don't know if there's gonna come up. Indian guy crypto. There's this. It's very funny. The guy got what's his name? Why you need crypto in your life? Why you need crypto? You thought the imaginary coin. It's an Indian guy doing these very funny things. Very funny.
I'm trying to find it.
Okay, well, now, see if TJ actually sent it in.
Oh, I got it.
If TJ is watching the show at all.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay, let's see. Oh, that's the one. Okay, amazing.
Fuck crypto. You don't need the anxiety. Before you bought the bullshit fantasy
Oh, I'm
coin,
subscribing.
your life was good.
You should subscribe
But
to this
then you
channel as
made
well.
some money and became greedy. Now the bullshit coin is fucked. And nobody can tell you when it is going to be unfucked.
Is it going to be
Even the
unfun?
motherfucker who convinced you to buy the bullshit coin, who told you that it is going to be the next big thing, that motherfucker is nowhere to be found. You are on your own. And all you can do is cry about it in the shower and hope and believe that your bullshit coin will go up in price again so that you can sell it and make some money and buy some more
Red's causing-
and then get fucked all over again. That is crypto.
Okay, amazing. This guy, I don't know, what is this guy doing here on YouTube? All of his videos are like this? Self-site workplace romance.
Don't fuck the people at the workplace. It is most terrible idea. As much as you want to do it, don't do it. Control the fire burning between your thighs. Office romance is fun, but when it ends, and it will end badly. And then you will be sad, because not only will you have to find a new lover, you'll have to find a new job, because it will be awkward as fuck seeing this person every day. Better not to shit where you eat. Find love elsewhere. That is all.
Oh, this guy is so good. Oh my god. Oh yeah, so now you understand. You got 2 lessons out of this. Okay, gents. He's even doing the theater tools globally. Oh, really? Is he? Can people start appreciating Fefe? They always appreciate me, I know. Ren's bodyguard. Yeah. Okay, Elite is asking for Zcash. Let's do Zcash for this guy. Let's do Zcash because I want to look at Zcash as well, just to see what's happening. Oh, this is like quite a bearish chart here. Holy shit, what's happening here? Look at this. I mean, Zcash is going to fly. Do I have a Zcash open long? No, I don't. I'm up 2% on this towel long though. Yeah. Zcash, I mean, yeah, it's very difficult to get an entry. Like what? Do you get an entry here? If you can get an entry with this 22% stop, sure. If we have a miss, Zcash is gonna be my big entry around $500. If we have a miss on a media. Okay, did I forget anything? Cuz, what do you say? Did I forget anything? Mod status removed. I don't think you had mod status here, brother. On the 100x, brother. On the 100x club. Thanks, Fefe, for informing us about such an inspirational guy. Always, brother. Always. Sui. Let's look at Sui as well, because if you want some depressing something, let's look at Sui as well. Say, yeah. That was such a good post, by the way. Someone made he's like, say bomb to whatever billions of market caps, invested because it has similar name as Sui, but does nothing. It has $200 in revenue. Like, this shit is going, all of these are going to zero, by the way. Yeah, not interested. Thank you. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. We truly appreciate you. Truly appreciate everything that you do, and you're here, and you know everything. So thank you so much. I did have a trading tutorial that you must check out. It's going to be this one. I'm going to explain to you exactly how I made how I caught the 7% short on Bitcoin, step by step, how that works. Go and check this out. It's amazing. And I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Take care. Much love.